so much for joining us on the show. This is NBS Connect. We talk about everything technology. They call me Victoria. Now, today on the show, I know so many people have probably heard about the Jaguza Livestock app. Now, one thing for sure that I think I can confirm with the rest of us, that Makerere University might have so many issues with this financial system, but we definitely agree that their ICT, that is the Department of ICT, is actually not sleeping. Take a look at Ronald Katumba, the founder and actually the developer of the Jaguza Livestock app that can monitor animals' well-being, monitor them wherever they are, and also tell you what is wrong with them in terms of heart rate, temperature, and so you can be able to discover what's wrong with your animal in case it has a disease. Now, every day we test the possibilities of incorporating technology in our everyday lives, from cars to phones to actually even drones that everyone is actually interested in. But today we are in Mukono district, Nachifuma village, where we are here to test the possibility of the Jaguza Livestock app. As you can see right behind me, we have cows, we have goats, and of course we have sheep. All these things that can be helped using the Jaguza app, that is actually an internationally nominated application created by the one and only Katamba Ronald. So he's going to be joining us, and of course he's going to be taking us through how does the Jaguza app help and how is it going to help the local person deep down in Nachifuma village. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Vicky and this is NBS Connect.
I'm called Katamba Ronald. I'm the founder of Jaguza Livestock app. Jaguza Livestock app is a technology which is going to help Ugandan people and Africa at large in detecting diseases in their animals and monitoring animals. Not only that, but also to help people in accessing markets and record management.
Now, I will talk about the people who are seeing you for the first time. They really want to know what the Jaguza app is about, because you've taken me through. I know what the Jaguza Livestock app is about, but we want to know what is it about and why did you even decide to come up with Jaguza in the first place?
First of all, this is my place where I first tested my application, because I know where I live, that's the best place where you can test your application. Since it is on a pilot stage, I decided to bring it at the place where I live.
So what is Jaguza?
So Jaguza is an application that's used for detecting diseases in animals and monitoring animal whereabouts. Okay. It has a various modules where farmers can be able to have access to nearest veterinary doctors, access to markets, access to veterinary tips and livestock tips and farming tips and so on. I had 30 rabbits and they all died in one day. And from that day, it made me inspired, because I even lost a term, because I used to pay my school fees for rabbits. I sell rabbits and then I get school fees. So when I lost my rabbits, all of them, I had to spend a full term when I'm not studying. So I had to start afresh. And I thought of coming up with a technology that will solve a problem which I was facing. And by doing that, that's the birth of Jaguza. Not only detecting diseases, but there are also some other important things which people need to know. For example, markets, for example, USSD, people in rural area who cannot access smartphone, they can also use an SMS, which is 2525, They can also use USSD, which is the star 280 hash, and they can also see the menu. So we have a platform where farmers will be able to record their product using a phone. Whatever phone you have, you can be able to save and record your product in real time.
Project eno sebo mukama wange etuwaddemu ekyokuyiga n'ekyokufunamu kubanga luli bali batubba nnyo ente zaffe. Ente zaffe bazibba ne kakati we twafuna akatraaka ako akakuuma ebisolo byaffe. Ente zaffe katubeera nazo. Ekyokubiri, project eno etuyamba mu katale. Kwata essimu yange nga embuzi yange yeetuuse, nimanya embuzi yange eno nagiteekamu ebirungo weebiti, eridde bweti ebbanga. Kakati we mbanga mpulira njagala ogitunda nga nze nyiga namba zaffe ze baatuwa ze tulina nga ngiteeka ku simu yange nga mpereza eri ku ofiisi nga batuwa akatale. Kwegamba tebakyatusiira mu bintu byaffe nga luli kubanga luli badde akabuzi ko bakagula wano ku kyalo eri gy'osobola okutunda emitwalo 10 wano ate baagala kuwa 6.
Most of our rural people, they've benefited in these platforms because the platform helps them in marketing their product. Many people have been taking their animals and cheating them, and they have these people, the middlemen, who are coming and they try to take their animals and their cows, their goats as cheap as they can, and then by the end of the day, the farmer don't benefit. So our platform helps you to make sure you can even book. Yeah, for example, if you know you have a cow you're going to sell on Christmas, you can post to us and then we start advertising such that people can come and know that there's someone in certain district who is promoting his animal. So we can go and see, and then we make a survey and so on. But if you have a smartphone like this one, you just have to take a picture of that animal, you write the description of it, the size, the weight, and then you send to us. And buyers will be able to look for you. For example, you want to sell this goat, this sheep. You just take a picture, you upload it on the phone if you have a smartphone, and then anyone in Uganda will be able to see this sheep and be able to negotiate with you directly. For part of monitoring animal, this is very important because when you look at people in Kalamoja, they are suffering, and that's the birth of Jaguza, is to make sure we help these people who are into such kind of problem. My grandfather in the village, he was suffering such kind of problem, but after introducing him to this project, he's now okay and is comfortable with it. He just need to have his phone and everything is okay. So what we do is we have certain chip we put on the animal, and those chip help farmers to make sure they can track, they communicate with the phone, and if you have a computer, they can also communicate with your computer.
So how do you get the information? Because you mentioned that you can keep up with what's happening with the animal. You can monitor it where it is in terms of location. How do you get that information if you're not in the exact same place? How do you do that?
Okay, the first thing you do is there's an attachment when you look at the animal.
Okay.
That device, it communicates with the client computer, with the farmer's computer.
Okay, so there's a device.
Yes.
How big is the device?
It's a small device which is attached on the ear.
On the ear?
Yes, it's attached on the ear, and that device communicates with the client's computer, okay, and also on the mobile phone. So whenever this is the range, if this animal moves out of this range, they will have a message on their phone. So the farmer will be able to see that my animal has moved out of the range. What should I do? So what they do what they call monitoring. They can keep track of where that animal is. The good thing with this application is so interesting that the moment you receive a message on your phone, you have to, it gives you the idea of that animal, that my animal such and such is the one which is sick. And what do? We do what we call observation. Observation means you look to that animal, you observe it and see what could be the signs and symptoms. If you feel you cannot manage that, you contact a veterinary doctor. So you come to our application and then you can be able to locate the nearest veterinary doctor. We only give you the nearest. Yeah, so you can contact the nearest and then you confirm. And when you have a smartphone, you can be able to chat with that doctor and you be able to explain to that doctor what could be the problem. He may not come because he may tell you do this and this. Or for him, he can know the nearest route where I can use to make sure I can find you very fast. My major aim and my dream is to make sure Jaguza is all over the country in the next by next year. We can make it because it's already finished. We just have to roll it and make sure we sensitize farmers deep in the villages. We train them. We make sure we tell them the use of Jaguza. Many of them, they still have that background of layering animal. So if we have to make sure we go to villages, we tell them exactly that this is this, this is this, this is this. If you do this and this, your animal will be like this. And also, not only Uganda, but in Africa, we want to make sure such application developed by African developers are well rolled out in Africa.
Now in Uganda, we definitely are not runners, but people are picking up with the whole lifestyle kind of thing where people are trying to get fit, people are trying to follow up with what's happening in their life, people are trying to get strong and fit and keep it healthy. Now, how well can you do it if you actually don't have a runner's watch where you can keep up with how far you've gone and how much calories you've burned? And also for the people who love swimming, you need to check out the new TomTom Runner 3 and the Spark 3 running watches. TomTom 3 Runners Watch. So when I say the quality is awesome, I mean none TomTom beats that I use were awesome, including the headphones. The TomTom does virtually nothing that can affect the quality except in the persistence of the Bluetooth signal. Considering TomTom's heritage in satellite navigation, it's perhaps a little unsurprising that its new TomTom Runner 3 and Spark 3 running watches now have a rudimentary navigation system built in. Called Route Exploration, this can be used to either preload running maps, or if you're wanting just to go out and start running, drop what I like to call digital breadcrumbs so you can find your way back. Moving on, we know cameras, every year something new comes up, and of course for the people who love videography, for the people who love cinematography, you know, having the camera that can give you the best quality and also the best battery life is definitely one of those cameras you would want to hook yourself up with. Now this festive season that is coming through, make sure you look out for the GoPro Hero 5. That is the Hero 5 Black. Definitely good qualities, and I would love to tell you more about it.
When I heard of the new features that came to the Hero 5, I had to run out and buy one myself. So kick back, relax, and let's not waste any time. So first off, here's a quick size comparison between the Hero 4 and the Hero 5. For obvious reasons, I prefer the newer one not only because it looks cooler, but it feels more satisfying in the hand with those rounded corners and that waterproof material.
The Hero 5 is definitely one of the hottest tech gadgets to come out this year, with consumers eager to see how much better it could be than the popular GoPro Hero 4 series. The Hero 5 Black was originally expected to launch over a year ago, finally reaching the market in September 2016 along with its smaller stablemate, the Hero 5 Sensation, and the camera drone. The size and the layout of the camera feels very familiar to those who previously used a GoPro, and the ergonomics retain the style we are used to, but there is a clear difference in appearance between this one and the previous models. One of the main things about this redesign is the actual unit is now fully waterproof down to 10 meters without the need for a separate housing. Now, I know the festive season is coming through and you are looking for something you could gift someone with. Well, for the people who love technology, I have some few things that I could give you a spot on and could be actually a good gift to anyone who loves something techie or even loves something else, because in this world of technology there's something for everyone. So if it's a kid, there is a toy. If there's a guy, there is a car. And if there is a camera guy, there's also someone who loves a camera. And if it's those who want to get fit, you actually may have a running watch. Or if you love phones, there are new phones on the market. So make sure you go out there and hunt technology gifts, techie gifts, and give it to your peoples, and let's get them on board in our techie world. Thank you so much for joining us. See you guys next time, next Wednesday, that is 8:30. NBS always, NBS Connect with me, I was Victoria, signing out. Bye bye.